Amigos, I'm the Spanish chef Omar Allibhoy, and today I'm going to show you how to prepare a tomate frito, a basic Spanish rustic tomato sauce. It is incredibly versatile and we eat loads of it and we make it all the time at home, so much so that we even preserve it, which I will show you as well, how to pasteurize your jugs and how to pasteurize your sauce so that it lasts you quite a long time. We use it as a base for other sauces, as a sauce on its own, or for some other dishes, like it could be a suquet de pêche or you name it, some other dishes that we'll just use a little bit of it and then we'll continue and carry on with other ingredients. As I said, it's very delicious. We love eating it with pasta, many other things, and I think it's a must known how to cook. So let me show you how to make it. We're going to need loads of tomatoes, Spanish onion, head of garlic, salt and pepper, extra virgin olive oil, sherry vinegar or any red wine vinegar, and some brown sugar. We're going to start by peeling and chopping our Spanish onion, a nice size one for this recipe, and peel your garlic cloves. Now in a very large pot, in this case is the largest I have at home, pour your extra virgin olive oil and add your finely chopped onion and the whole garlic cloves, and we're gonna fry it over medium heat for about 15 minutes until translucent. Now while that happens, start preparing your tomatoes. So first take the green part that joins the plant out and just roughly chop it. As you can see, I've used a couple of different tomatoes, one which is very ripened and another that it's a little harder. There is no particular reason for that, it's just what I could find in my local shops, and as you can imagine, I bought the cheapest tomatoes that I could find, and my recommendation is you buy the softest tomatoes you can find, as long as they are not too bruised. Now let's go back to the pot, and I'm going to season it with a bit of salt and pepper so the pepper gets the chance to fry it for a few seconds, and then add all of your tomatoes in. As you can see, my pot is filled up to the rim, so I need to stir it quite slowly, and I'm gonna let it cook on medium to low heat for about an hour. As you can see, it has reduced down by half at this point, and I'm gonna dress it with a little bit of a sherry vinegar and the brown sugar. The sherry vinegar will give it extra acidity, and it's incredibly important in case you're going to can the tomatoes, because sometimes they spoil once they've been canned because of not having the right pH balance, and the sugar is there to counteract that, so they feel a bit sweet and you don't feel as acidic. Cook it for a further half an hour to an hour until it has reduced down to a quarter of what it was originally, and this is how you will achieve a very rich in flavor sauce. Comes without saying that at this point you could add some herbs, basil, tarragon, whatever you fancy, thyme, rosemary. You know, this is the type of sauce that goes very, very well with herbs. And I've let it cool down slightly. I'm putting some in the jug blender, and I am leaving some in my glass jars, just as it is, quite rustic. And just so you know, this glass jar, I wash it, I boil them in water, and if you wish to pasteurize it, all you'll have to do is to boil those glass jars for another 10 minutes, and that will make it last. Now I'm just blending it into a finer sauce, which I will put with some pasta today for lunch, and you can keep it for so many uses. Comes without saying, you know, have a little taste and rectify the seasoning if needs be. Now will be the time to do that. And I'm really sorry I didn't show you how to pasteurize it, but there was so little remaining after we served ourselves 4 big bowls of delicious pasta with it that it made no sense to pasteurize these 2 little jars, which are going to be eaten next weekend. Anyway, it was super delicious, flavorful, aromatic, very sweet, tangy because of the vinegar as well, and plenty of umami. It is one of those flavors that tomatoes are very rich in. So Patience pays off. 2 hours of a slow reduction. It went from 3.5 kilos of tomato, probably barely 1.2, 1.4 kilograms of sauce. So imagine how concentrated the flavor is. And the good thing is incredibly versatile for so many things, but sometimes it's just a lifesaver on its own with some boiled pasta or some rice. Really plain and simple, and it becomes extremely delicious. Anyway, if you want to find the recipe, please go to my website, thespanishchef.com. You can find these type of recipes on my books, which you can find online, and see you in my next video. All the best, familia! If you enjoyed the video, please like it, share it and subscribe.